When you were younger, if someone had asked you, what do you want to be when you grow up, you could have said, a doctor or an astronaut. A lawyer, an actor, or a policeman may have been mentioned. You dreamt with dreamy eyes, living in a mansion and enjoying every luxury. It felt tough to pick a job when the time came, but now that it's here, your preferences have undoubtedly altered. Be optimistic, since finding the right career for you might be difficult but not impossible. By doing so, in this video I am going to be showing you how to find your dream career. Now let's begin. Number 1. Think about the type of work that you would enjoy performing, then simplify your dream position. If money were not an issue, what would you do? What would you do if you hit the lottery and had unlimited resources? This is a crucial question to ask oneself, according to eminent philosopher Alan Watts, in order to decide what you should be doing with your life. You might first want to relax, but eventually boredom will take over. What would you do then in order to truly be happy? For instance, you could enjoy building things, interacting with children, or creating art. In the previous phase, you determine the fundamental components of the task or employment. What would you say to a 3-year-old to explain the piece? What would you answer if a little child inquired about the participant's feelings or level of enjoyment? You need to seek for these essential elements in a career. Number 2. Take into account the real reasons you're happy. Choose the core aspect of that professional experience that most appeals to you. Find out what makes you want to work in that field. Do you find delight in making others happy? Which appeals to you more when watching a movie, the performance or the actual production of the film? You can apply this to your current employment as well, so it's not just a hypothetical ideal job. If it relates to something particular to your present job, provide that as well. Take a personality test like the Briggs-Myers one to help you determine which professions fit your personality the best. Number 3. Think about the advantages and disadvantages of that career. Make careful to conduct thorough study before choosing one of these more practical occupations. Think about life before choosing that professional route. If you want to choose wisely, you need to be aware of the drawbacks of each option. To find out what individuals in the professions you're interested in enjoy and dislike, read articles or reviews written by them. Having young children at home may be a disadvantage, for example, if your dream job required frequent travel. Number 4. Analyze your hobbies and your budgetary requirements. You won't care how much money you make from your work if you find it to be really enjoyable and gratifying. However, the obligations in life go beyond your enjoyment. If your desired profession won't be able to support your family financially or pay off your student loans, you may need to look into different career routes. Always look for a job that makes you feel the same positive feelings that make you happy. There are many beneficial pastimes. This usually includes starting a small business and all of the problems that come with it, but in the end, you can find yourself with a career you really enjoy. Before concluding that you can never make money from your interest, do some research online. You might be shocked. Number 5. Take a job exam online, and be sure to search job postings for openings relevant to or in the area of the career you wish to pursue, and consult professionals who have such stance. If none of these advices have worked and you're still feeling really perplexed, consider taking an online employment test or visiting a nearby career center to speak with experts. Although it's easy to discover good online tests, some of the greatest ones come with a little price. Before you begin a more thorough job search, do a quick search for positions. Any city they may be in has no bearing, as long as they are in your nation or accessible to citizens of your citizenship level. Consider the requirements. Which essential conditions seem to be necessary? If not exceeding them, you should aim to meet these requirements. Find those people who are already engaged in the activity you desire. Make contact with the people in charge of hiring for that position as well. Speak to them and ask them about any details that aren't listed in the job listings. What qualities and skills are most important? They ought to be on your list as well. Number 6. As you attempt to improve your resume, think about your educational options. By working your way down the list, you can determine if it is possible to meet each demand. Don't let the fact that you will need further education make you feel limited, even though it is to be anticipated. There are a number of government programs that might help people get the education they want, particularly if the job is in high demand. You might also find scholarships, internships, and apprenticeships to get the skills you want. When creating your budget, take the cost of obtaining the credentials or degrees you'll need to land your desired career into account. Perform volunteer work and other tasks that demonstrate your development of the abilities required for your ideal career in the meantime. Try applying for jobs in the same field or even volunteer opportunities that will put you in that position. Even if the experience is more ephemeral, for instance, working in a store to get customer service expertise, it will still be beneficial in the long term and will help you secure funding for a better school. Number 7. Give the job a try, and bring your friends with you. Attending an Ivy League institution or signing up for a secret organization is not needed. Just get to know the people that work in that field, and let them get to know you. You may take part in their volunteer activities, go to conferences in that field, or just go to a job fair to meet people. Ensure that you are simply creating a positive impression so that they will definitely remember your name. You might look at gatherings to start networking. Consider working as a volunteer, an intern, or a work shadow to see what that career path truly includes on a daily basis. You can be certain that you aren't romanticizing the labor by doing this and that you will like it. It will also assist you in networking with individuals who can support you and in gaining essential professional skills. Number 8. Be proactive, show that you want to advance, and take the time to explore for other employment options. Naturally, if you follow the previous recommendations, you have been taking initiative. Just be cautious as you advance. You must actively strive toward achieving your objectives and follow your dreams. In the event that something doesn't work out, get back up and try again. Find fresh paths. Make it work by doing the essential actions. You don't climb the food chain from the bottom to the top in a few years. Be aware that finding your ideal career may take some time and may include some intermediary steps. But because you'll ultimately arrive and receive your reward, it's worthwhile. The two most common ways to locate a job are through job fairs and online and in print job searches. You may, however, also speak with businesses directly, so keep that in mind. Make your choice of the employer you want to work for, and keep an eye on their website's jobs section. You might also call the business directly and ask if they take resumes. Number 9. Obtain credible recommendations, then offer your best during the interview. If you follow the recommendations above, your CV should be outstanding, but don't forget to get credible references. Work experience that is unrelated to your present efforts shouldn't be listed on your CV, no matter how you may feel about them. Avoid listing them. Don't forget to call them and ask them if you may use them as references instead of just asking whether you can list them. Make sure you sell yourself throughout the interview by outlining the reasons they should choose you. Dress for success and come prepared. Look at some interview questions and think about your response. You should also think of a few questions that will show them how serious you are about the job. Hey, thank you for watching The Paths in Life. Be sure to subscribe for more successful life topics on The Paths in Life.